Hi everybody, it's Bailey from Bailey Plays Drums, and I thought I would do a little bit of a retrospective of some stuff I've done, and this is kind of a comparison of some hi-hats and like things, as well as a bit of an explanation of what you can do for very little money, because I have all my favorite cymbals on my nice drum set, but I have been trying to try the middle ground out a little bit. Obviously, I don't love B8 bronze, or I can't stand brass, but so let's see what I've got over the past few months as I was trying to re-outfit my kit, and what are my opinions on what makes a great, cheaper cymbal in this day and age. Ready, set, let's begin. Alright, number one, anyone can afford a Wuhan 12-inch splash. There's just no reason to not have one of these if you need it. Loud, trashy. I trashed it up a little bit with hand hammering. But it's not going to be like that smooth A custom China sound. It's going to be a little bit like a little bit trashy, and I like it for what I use it for. 12-inch splash, probably valued at, I don't know, $10 in some places, so not expensive. I think I got it free with this. This is a classic. You can find these anywhere. This one's Agazarian. They also Wuhan, same thing basically. And we all know what this sounds like, so beware. Agazarian. I prefer the 16-inch to the 18s or 20s. I felt those were a little bit dark, and I wanted my China to cut through. 14s, 12s, obviously. Everybody has a 12. It's another one. They used to, you'd buy one of the larger ones, and you get like a 12 for free, or a pair of sticks, you get a 12 for free. And then same with this Wuhan. When I was buying the Wuhan Chinas, they would throw in a free splash. So, and these things at the time, these are like, you know, $30 or something like that. Nowadays they've gotten more expensive, but you know, deals. What have we got here? Well, if you remember this from a recent video, this is a B20 bronze super thin cymbal by Cymbals, and I was hoping for a certain thing out of it that I kind of got, but a little bit too much. This is a very dry cymbal, and it definitely sounds super dry when paired up with the other one. On the other hand, if you put it with a B20 thicker cymbal on the bottom, you can kind of get a nice sound out of it. A little bit trashy, you're about to hear that. This is the top hat, as I am using the bottom hat more often for matching. Excuse me. This is the bottom hat because the top hat is being used as a splash/china in my other band. Ooh, caught me lying. Alright, so that's the Cymbals 14-inch. You can find these around used. Again, I'm buying all of this stuff used. Huge, huge importance. Used, a couple of these, they were very musical, with one over here and one over here. You could have easily done some kind of a small gig using those. Otherwise, I like to think of it as like a rock splash. You know, if you want that splash sound, but you're on stage and you need it to cut through and everything, I think that's what it would be best for. Now we've all become aware of the notorious ZBT, so notorious which I tried to remove the logo on this one. This is a top 14, so this is going to be thinner than the bottom one, which in the last couple videos you may have heard me use that as a ride cymbal. It's got that obviously B8 quality where it's a little bit bright, and so they tend to use a little bit thicker of a metal to give it a little extra volume. No big shocker there. What can I say? It's a ZBT top. The equivalent bottom, I like the block letter series a lot myself as far as ZBTs go. I got the pair of ZBTs for $30. I got the pair of Cymbals for $45. And I'm about to pick up another pair of hats, 14-inch Wuhans. I'm hoping to pick up for $50. So, see, I'm keeping it cheap. I'm trying these different sounds, but I'm trying to keep it cheap. That's what this is about. How to save money. And this is only the very beginning, so just bear with me. I'm going to get to the second thing real quick. So, ZBT hi-hat bottom, 14 inches, very freaking loud. At my practice space currently, we're using a Peisty on the bottom, and pretty close to this. It's the circle logo, ZBT on the top, both bottom hats. And bottom hats, as you know, because they're thicker, they're louder, they're not as dry and defined, but hey, we can't all be dry and defined. Now this is an unfortunate thing that happened to me today. I just want to talk to you about this because it makes me very sad and my emotions. I was quite positive that I had ordered the luckiest thing ever. I was going to get a pair of Sabian, which you can just barely make out. I was hoping to pick up a pair of Sabian XS20 13-inch hi-hats. I would like 13 inches because the setup that I want to use with my band, I want to have an alternate setup with like an 18-inch ride and like 15 or 16-inch crashes, as opposed to the 18, 19, 20, 14s, because it's very big and we're trying to keep it a little smaller. So I was really excited to find XS20 that would go with my Sabians up top. I like XS20s, they sound good. Pro tip, the Sabian XS20 Brilliant, the XSRs, which are the newest version of the XS20 Brilliant, All three of those are made cast B20 bronze, hammering and lathed, just the way you would expect. They've taken the technology from Evolution Cymbals and from Paragon Cymbals, I believe, is the other one, and the Explosion series. It's all kind of trickle-down technology, and so you can get B20 bronze, cast, professionally made, from Sabian for basically half the price of the other stuff. So it was under $150, I think, for my 18-inch Crash, and that was brand new, brilliant finish, beautiful looking specimen. So yeah, anyway, those are some great options. Another really cool option is the Sabian. Once again, Sabian, you guys are really, really converting me. The SR2. SR2s are cymbals that have been used at trade shows or for demos, or for whatever reason the artist uses it for like one show, one gig, one event, one whatever, and then they send them back. So they've been like sticked up a little bit, but not damaged or anything like that. They take them, they completely relayed them entirely, take the logos off, take the weight down. They put their new proprietary way of lathing and hammering and whatnot to it, and each cymbal, no matter what it came from, let's say it's an HHX, or it's an AA, or it's a Artisan series, Vault, they use all of them. You never know what you're gonna get, which is part of the fun. It's like the mystery box, and the only clue you get is the size, all the different sizes, and you get a weight. It's either thin, medium, or heavy. What can I say? You basically look at it, decide if it looks like it's the kind of Crash or Ride or hats you would like. You try it out, you hear it. Maybe it reminds you of a certain thing that you've heard before, and maybe it doesn't. Who cares? As long as it sounds good, and that's always been the moral of this. No matter what, as long as it sounds good. So, on that note, I have this failure of my life. This is a 13-inch XS20, not a whole hi-hat set. And I don't have any 13s. I have 10s, I have 12s, I have 14s up the wazoo, but I have no 13s. So the cheese stands alone. So that was my disappointment of the day, but it inspired me to come up with some ideas for what I wanted to show you. Number one, this is a hand-me-down cymbal. It's not gonna live forever, but it sounds cool. This is a hand-me-down cymbal that I have turned into a Ride, so it's a little bit dull, but it has been a very, very loud, not beautiful, but loud substitute Crash in certain instances, usually when I'm loaning things to other people. 18-inch A series medium crash. Again, that one's decidedly usable, whereas this one we call old boxy, because although you can't hardly tell that it's hurt, the crack in it lays right here along the bell, and yeah, from here to here, and that's it. Just a little crack from here to here, and just listen to what it does to this. Maybe you'll see why we call it boxy. So far not bad, but what happens if you play it as a crash? "18-inch medium crash, boxy." Once again, it's got volume, but it's not pretty. So those I got as hand-me-downs slash once upon a time at a garage sale. I was able to pick up like 3 or 4 cymbals for like $10 or something like that, and especially the 2 medium, or the 19 and the 18 crashes that I played. Those were in that package, which was really cool. Another option is if you have a practice space. If you have a practice space, sometimes you'll find oddball stuff by the garbage that people are getting rid of, and sometimes they are nice enough to set it by the garbage so that if you want to be a little bit of a picker, you can come pick it up. So I've found broken cymbals, I've found broken pedals, I've found broken just different things, and if you know how to fix things or make use of things, you can find some cool stuff. This is what I have in my main set. However, this one is poorly cut. It's kind of got an egg ovular shape because of the way it's been cut, but it makes a really cool jazz ride or trashy crash, as demonstrated. And this was absolutely free, just for having a practice space that had a garbage can. And of course, I know people want to know, so it does not typically china anymore. Also works great in a stack, a large stack. So Bailey, is that the only way to pick up cymbals? Is to get them secondhand from the garbage or from a garage sale? Hell no. This is a Z Custom Medium 17-inch. It's got a little bite out of it. And I thought there was another crack, but that was a different cymbal. Oh, no, wait, here it is. Little tiny crack. So we got a crack that goes down to here. It's pretty straight right there. Crack that's right here, goes straight right there. And this one obviously started as a little crack, went all the way down here and chipped off that. But what does it sound like? Well, it's a Z Custom Medium crash. It sounds awesome. Are you kidding me? This thing's loud. I would use this as a ride in some situations. actually used this to fill in a few times. Same with the next one, because they sound great. Z Custom 17 cracked. Picked that up on eBay. Picked that up on eBay for probably 40, 60 bucks. You know, depending upon the condition, you can really find them in just about any condition, from way wrecked to kind of wrecked. Now here's a fun one. This is a 17-inch A custom projection crash, which is a great cymbal, by the way. This crack, there's a chunk out, it goes all the way down to here. When I got it, I bet the crack was right about there. So, yeah. I have never cracked a cymbal that was not already cracked, for the record. This one sounds great. 17-inch projection crash with a big old chunk right out of it. And how does it sound? Totally usable. If you try really hard, I'm sure you can notice that there's a little bit of a trashy, cracky sound on the projection. Same with on some of the other ones, but you can also fix that stuff really quick with the rotary tool, Dremel, and fix that up. Little drilling and buffing goes a long way. Don't be an idiot. Always double check that you're not ordering one instead of two. I think I learned that. Find a nice place to keep your cymbals in, even if they're garbage. There are places like Saluda that will take them in and use them for future makes, and also can customize and or rebuild kind of your cymbals. So check them out, Saluda Cymbals. They're pretty sweet. If you're looking for some good B20 bronze step-up cymbals that won't cost you an arm and a leg, you can get a pair of XS20s for the same price as you can get a pair of like ZBTs or ZHTs or whatever you think the bargain brand is. You can get XSRs brand new for half the price of a equivalently, like a AAX or something. The XS20 Brilliant series and the XSR series have different weights, so if you got like an 18 and an 18, they're going to sound different, or if you get like two 16s, one XS20 and one XS20 Brilliant, they're going to sound different. It's just how that works. The XS20s have a more raw, old school AA kind of finish to them, more natural, whereas the other two are Brilliant. And then last note, second to last note, there's the SR2s, and I explained those. And then last note is that the XSR series has finally come out with the Big and Ugly series, so you can get things like the Monarch 15-inch hats, which I want very badly. And this is kind of their attempt at a play on K&K custom kind of style sounds. A lot of big, dark, thin, very modern sounds, since in modern stuff it's starting to get a little bit more large but thin and jazzy and dark. It's kind of popular, which is cool because that's always been my style. I've been doing that for forever. So hey, the more products, the better. So that's about it. Again, the beaters are the felt beaters. I hope that that sounded okay. And we'll catch you all in the next video. Let's say goodbye to Pickles. Pickles, can you say go I love? Go I love. See you all soon. Thanks very much. Subscribe to my channel so that I can change my name. Otherwise, I will just upload whistling every day. That's your final warning. Just teasing. I love you all. Thanks very much. Go I love. See you in the next video.